Awesome. Let's bring the panel back in right now. Thanks for sticking around. Let's talk a little bit about Mark Kelly. We teased in the earlier roundup package, there's a group of scientists, or a group that wants to get scientists elected to the White House. They say they've got his back on day one if and when he decides to run for the White House. He was stumping for Senate candidates, U.S. Senate candidates in Florida, and he was in Iowa. Now, he has said that he was considering a run for president, but it sounds like maybe a little bit more than considering. What do you think?
I think it's great if he's considering it. I think it's great that he's out there because he's popular, right? People want a popular guy who's a veteran, who's an astronaut, to come and stump for them in a crucial midterm year. And, it doesn't surprise me that scientists want an astronaut to be in the White House potentially. So, breaking news.
And thoughts on this? I mean, you went through this a few years back with John McCain, getting ready to ramp up a presidential run. Do you see him as taking those same steps, getting ready, that he's kind of like, I know he said he's thinking about running, but maybe he's more further along the process than maybe what he's saying publicly.
I'll say what John used to say, and I'm paraphrasing here because it's not perfect, but it's like, if you have a pulse in the U.S. Senate, you're probably running for president of the United States. So I absolutely infer that he's running. Nobody goes to Iowa just for the fun of it.
Come on,
now.
Now.
Unless it's for
do
a
not besmirch my home state.
Look, yeah, I think it's pretty clear he's looking to see if he can build a ground game, if he can get some national support here, and be a contender.
All right. And on the first segment here, we had a young candidate trying to help Democrats flip the legislature. This is a question that comes up every couple of years. You're involved in some of those campaigns. How do you see this? What do you think the real possibility is that could happen this year? Because I am skeptical, and I know Marcus is skeptical.
I like that people are skeptical. I think it's healthier to be skeptical because then you have more of a motivator to get out there and vote, right? I mean, as a consultant, I've seen this. It feels like deja vu, like we're always there in striking distance. I think there's more districts in play this time than there normally would be because of the unpopularity in the White House, and that's trickling down to other Republicans. The key is messaging to make sure people fill out their entire ballot, right? Like if you only vote the top of the ticket and then you don't fill the rest out, or you switch parties, right, you're literally hamstringing what you did at the top. So I think that's the education factor we got to do to those crucial swing voters.
That sounds like a really tough task because you're asking, again, you keep mentioning too, and this is something you can't overlook, there's a lot more registered Republicans in this state than Democrats, about 350,000 more. And what you're asking them to do at the top of the ticket is cross over, vote for a Democrat. And then you're asking them to keep doing that as they go down the line there. Tough task, isn't it?
Yeah, what we say is there's a guilt factor involved here for Republicans. You may cross the line at the governor's race, but by the time you get about 2 or 3 races down, you want to come home to your party. And so it's a tougher task than it would seem. A lot of psychology involved here, but also, most importantly, a lot of turnout. And so the question remains, and look, everybody's going to put out a poll in the next couple days, and the art of the deal here is not doing a poll. A monkey can do a poll. The art of the deal is estimating what the turnout model is going to be. That's the art of the deal. And so the question is, are independents going to show up at 28%? Are they going to show up at 30% or 32%? Are Democrats going to show up, and what percentage is that, and what are the Republican percentages?
And what are you seeing? You're working behind the scenes in some of these races. How do you expect the turnout to be, and what is it going to look like?
I think the Democrats are going to be fired up. They're going to turn out, right? I think independents, from polling I've seen, they're very dissatisfied with what they're getting out of Republican leadership, right? But to Marcus's point, it's about turning them out and giving them a reason to come out and vote their entire ballot, right? So that's what we've got to do as Democrats and message. And you're right, it is hard, right? It's definitely not easy. That's why we haven't done it yet. But if there was ever a time to do it, it's now. So it's heads down and fingers crossed.
All right, and then in the congressional races, one of the key races is down in southern Arizona, and where Joanna Mendoza is challenging Juan Ciscomani, the incumbent down there. She got herself in a little bit of hot water. There's reporting in the Arizona Republic that she wrongfully took a property home tax credit. It was related to education funding out there. Is this something that is going to hurt her in this district and in this race?
Well, I would tell you that, and by the way, if you're renting out your property, you're probably guilty of doing this too. Most Arizonans are not doing this proactively. And so, honestly, I think that this is an attention-getting moment. Obviously, she did something wrong. She's correcting it. But when voters are reflecting at their kitchen table, some of them who are, by the way, violating the same statute, they're thinking about their affordability is what they're thinking about, and that's what Republicans need the response on. Then where are beef prices? When I go to the grocery store, my bill is doubled, or whatever. Everything's gotten more expensive, and that's where Republicans need to counterpoint. I don't think that this attacks the magic bullet. Does it help? Sure. Is it the magic bullet? No.
No, and the headline's not good. I mean, if you look beyond the headline on this, is like what she benefited like $400 every year for the past couple of years. And I have heard Democrats say, like, well, this is small potatoes compared to some of the corruption we've seen on the national level. Like, sure, fine, but this is a kind of a local race when you start talking about congressional races. How do you see this playing out?
I think if we were in the other timeline, right, where we weren't in this Trump universe, maybe. People don't care about that right now. DeMarcus's point, they care about affordability, issues that impact them. I think she's taken steps to remedy this. I just don't see this being a hot button issue for the remainder of the race. And if that's all Ciscomani's got, that's not great for him.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for this week. But be sure to join us next week for more Politics Unplugged. Good night.